Hello everyone, I am Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Geneforge 2! We just found an area that we can't make completely clear. The creations there are just so strong, we can't kill them. Plus, they keep swarming to the point where we... oh, jeez. To the point where we can't take them down. I can take out one Drake, sure. But 5 at once? Those things are ridiculously strong, and there's nothing I can do to stop them. So, let's head right into Zhass-Uss. Gonna be a lot of talking here. We'll learn what we can of the Takers. Well, here's Zhass-Uss. At this moment, this gate is only defended by a pair of mines. Very large mines. Since there is no way to get through the door without getting close to them, you can only guess that they must be controlled from somewhere else. Their sensor antennae are not pointing at you at the moment. They must have been deactivated. Good. A Drake walks up to you. She is fully grown, but not old. Perhaps a few years. Surprisingly, she doesn't seem hostile. For now. I am Ishtar. I am here to greet you. I am here to send you on to Zhass-Uss. You want me to meet Zhass-Uss? Zhass-Uss is our leader. He leads the Takers. He has allowed you to enter our town so that he may speak with you. She points to the largest building in town in the southeast corner. Zhass-Uss is there. I would be eager to speak with you when you are done there. For now, Zhass-Uss would not approve of my delaying you. Alright then. You enter Zhass-Uss, the highest, most remote, most hostile city in these mountains. Some buildings are wood and some are stone. All are crude and covered with dust. It is windy and bitterly cold. Zhass-Uss is occupied entirely by serviles and drakes. Their tracks are everywhere in the dry soil. No humans are visible. Everyone in sight looks very hungry. The harsh environment up here has not provided a comfortable life. Though the Takers are hostile to Shapers, the serviles and drakes here seem to be willing to tolerate your presence. They watch you nervously from a distance. You suspect that the slightest misstep will be greeted with extreme violence. Then we shall simply have to be on our best behavior. The Drake guard stares at you silently. Its muscles are tense. It's ready to spring in a moment if you give it an excuse. Defense control. I think we'll stay out of defense control. Servile guard. Alright. That's probably a barracks or something of the sort. Take that. A young servile walks up to you calmly. Not a care in the world. He is thin, filthy, and hungry, but he is not scared. I'm Tin. Who are you? You tell him. Oh. How old are you? I'm 9. That's just short of the age that serviles are usually put to work. Soon I'm going to be a farmer. I'd like to travel and go on adventures. I hear you go on adventures. Do you want to be a farmer? No, but if I will, I'm going to figure out how to make lots of food. I want none of us to ever be hungry. What have you heard about me? You travel everywhere and do things. And you might be good, but you're probably part of the enemy and have to be destroyed. Okay. Aren't you scared of me? No, my mother says we're going to defeat you all someday, and be free! Who is your mother? She's Ignor. She works real hard. I try to help her. Do you want to fight me? I want to fight, yes! He starts swinging his hands through the air and whooping. Like most children, he has an idea of warfare very far from the real thing. Oh, well, he is just a child. And from what they said, that's about the age that they... Oh, is that... This large building is fairly warm and comfortable, probably as nice as possible under the circumstances. The smell of sweaty serviles is very, very strong. Most of the emaciated, fanatical serviles that live in Zhass-Uss live in these barracks. It's a strange way to live. Perhaps they huddle together for warmth, or perhaps their harsh life leaves them needing closeness and company. Usually, serviles live all clumped together in a small space. That's the way Shapers keep them, usually for convenience. It's interesting that the Takers are doing much the same thing, but probably for a very different reason. This servile is very young, but hard work has prematurely aged her. She is thin, hungry, and tired, yet she constantly rushes about getting all of the common house's work done. Despite the multitude of jobs that await her attention, the arrival of a shaper is a real event. She stops and stares at you as if she's never seen a shaper before. Hello, I'm Ignar. Tell me about this building. This is a common house. We serviles all live here, talking and breaking bread and being close. I've lived here most of my life. Why do you live in such tight quarters? It reminds us that the only ones who will help us in the end are each other. Also, you shapers made us serviles to long for leadership. Some of us overcome it. Most can't. The ones that can't are comforted by living together like this. Where did you live before you lived here? I was born in Kazg. I don't remember anything of it, or of the journey here, or of the deaths. I was told how horrible it was for us there, and how much we were hurt by the shapers abandoning us. They weren't living as close together like this. Oh wait, I already asked that. You seem very busy. I am. I guide the serviles when they seem to need it. I ration the food, I settle arguments, I send the farmers out. I'm trying to get the Drakes to help us with the problem with the farms, but they are too busy. You are always short of food? We takers always end up with the worst land. When we came to these mountains, our leaders were used to dry, dead land. They thought it made us strong, so they took these mountains for ourselves. Maybe it makes us strong, but it makes our babies... Well, never mind. What problem with the farms? There's an infestation of spine cores. Below the notice of the Drakes, but we serviles are getting killed. They're all south of town. The ones to the southeast are really nasty, but they aren't on farmland, so they're not important. The ones to the west, however, are bad. If only the Drakes would do something about it, but they don't. I think we can take care of them. Interesting, though. Interesting, though. The Drakes seem to be the ones in charge here. And yet they don't seem to be doing much about the serviles. Like, they don't care about the serviles much either. A meeting room not currently in use. Very interesting. We'll leave locked doors alone. Oh wait, that's still Ignar. Heh, my bad. So it doesn't seem to matter whether Drake or Shaper, the serviles are still being treated poorly. Zhass-Uss kitchen, all meals served in dining hall only. This is one of the merchants of Zhass-Uss. She is willing to trade with you, probably because she has been ordered to. However, she clearly wishes you were somewhere else. What can you tell me about Zhass-Uss? Nothing. Cyrus will tell you all you should know. She points to the southwest. Cyrus is in the building there. I thought Cyrus was to the southeast. Either way, Cyrus is somewhere in the south. And that's just a servile. It's like... Is this the north exit? Looks like it might be. Excuse me. It is the Shade Patrol. It's an ominous name. Alright then. Back out here. And this says, Storage 1, keep out. Nobody sees anything. That's a lot of iron bars. Probably get a fair bit of coin if we sold them. That's probably storage. Yep, storage 2, keep out. Golden goblet, we can sell that. Steel javelins and steel shield, major healing source. I find it interesting that we can actually take one of the steel shields. Let's see. You meet a servile merchant. She paces around the courtyard, a bag of goods over her shoulder. Unlike everyone else here, she doesn't look at you with loathing. Instead, she sees you as an opportunity to make a sale. I am Teresa. It's good to meet a fellow traveler. I'm a merchant, trapped here for the moment. I have some goods which might ease your journey. You're trapped here? Alas, I was in this area when the warfare broke out between the takers and everyone else. Now there are monsters everywhere and the passes are blocked, so it's not safe for me to travel. What do you think of the takers? I do not have opinions. I am only a tinker. Safer that way. Do you know anything about what's been going on elsewhere in the mountains? No, I know little, or even nothing. I do not pay attention to politics. Okay then. I would like to trade with you. I'd like to sell this golden goblet. Also, we need speed spores. Thank you for giving me those speed spores. We need them. And that's all we require at the moment. Oh. The drake snarls at you. Get out of my home or die! Okay! We'll leave you be! Let's see. Creation care. For emergencies, call ISTA. This building is for the treatment of sick and rogue creations. It is, unsurprisingly, much more comfortable than the same sort of structure would be in Shaperlands. Elsewhere there would be a lot of cages, shackles, and so on. Here there is only one cage, doubtless to restrain completely out-of-control creations. However, most patients spend their time recuperating peacefully in nests. It is not surprising that the takers, concerned foremost with the rights and care of creations, would make a place like this. And of course you doubt that the Shaper Council would approve. Well, there's a nest with just a few bones. A vegetable. There's actually a Fiora in there? Huh. This Fiora is resting in a nest. Looks like it broke its tail. Aww. Poor Fiora. Pat, pat, pat. There. Right, back to exploring. More mines out the west exit. Which led to horrible, horrible pain and death. I don't want to go back. It hurts. Looks like docks down here. Yeah, we'll leave that closed. Nothing in there, nothing in there. Thorns we don't need in there, nothing in there. Okay. Yeah, those are docks. Let's see. Scavenger's Alley? Oh, it's a merchant, dude. Oh, I guess he just sells random stuff. Okay. Understandable. Let's see. It's around here. Okay, it looks like he's actually in the southeast, not the southwest. Okay. Leaving you be. Also leaving you be. I'm not even going to trespass. Bach stares at you. She keeps tossing the large hammer from... Who the heck is Bach? Tell me about Zhass-Uss. Bach frowns. I have my orders. I will trade with you, but my life is my own. I take it. You may not have any of it. Can we trade? Sure. It doesn't look like there's anything we need. It's all regular stuff. So, whoever this Bach is, even though we didn't even learn their name... This servile is, like most takers, thin and hungry. He is also cold, and every exposed bit of skin is covered with tiny scars. It looks like he's been in a fight every day of his life. And from the look he gives you, he clearly blames it all on you. Ah, the Shaper. I am Amina Blade of the Takers, formerly of Kazg, now of Zhass-Uss. I do recognize the name Amina Blade. We have definitely seen this person in, on Susia Island, but I don't remember what they were doing. What he was doing, I mean. You're from a place called Kazg? Yes, Kazg, birthplace of Takers. Was where Shapers abandoned us and we learned to be free. Was led by Norl. Was where Shapers found us. We had to flee. Norl was your leader? Yes. She was so strong. I fought for her many years. Amina Blade looks away for a moment, temporarily overcome with grief. Finally, he looks back at you. Killed. Killed when you Shapers came. Her ashes were brought here so she'd not have to rest forever in land of filthy Shapers. What did the Shapers do to Kaz? Burned. Ravaged. Gone. Many died. A few escaped and hid here with drakes. From one hungry, miserable place to another. Amina Blade watches you coldly. You doubt that anything you could say or do could ever make him like you. I can do tasks for payment. Interested? No, I want no help from your kind and from your creation slaves. Okay, we'll leave you be then, Amina. Let's see. Zhass-Uss Apothecary. Another merchant? Yes. We need speed spores, shielding spores, major healing spores, major healing pods. That's plenty. I think that's good enough. Oh, battle pod. Yes. Buy a couple of those. That's gonna be good. That's all we need. This large structure here, I believe it is. Oh my. Whoa. Oh no, this is the south exit, which probably leads to the farms. Yep, infested farmland. Lovely. With all the spine cores that are in there, that's probably going to be an annoying place. They're like pylons, although they do less damage and heal. Caxon never lost her rage. To remember Norrell, leader of us all. Interesting how it's such a small tombstone. No big, nothing too big or fancy or anything. And in here, yep, Leadership Hall. All takers of freedom are welcome. An interesting way to put it. This is the largest building in Zhass-Uss. It is also by far the nicest. The ceilings are high and the floors are made of fine tiles carefully laid. You notice, however, that the stone has been scratched by the repeated passing of drake feet. The reek of drakes is very strong in here. Lots of specimens of that cunning and forbidden variety of creation must spend time in here, talking and plotting. Really? I find it interesting that that's there. Let's see. This cryo-drake looks recently created. He is still young, and the magic in him is strong. The air around him is icy cold. He grins. His teeth are still white and razor-sharp. I am Doras, made to defend Zhass-Uss and shepherd the Dracons. Steal from us or harm us, and you will pay. Who created you? I was made by Zhass in Benarius. He seems proud of this. I was made specially to guide the Dracons. I am made so that they answer to me. Who is Zhass? The greatest. So far. No more will I say to an outsider. What is Benarius? The core of our research. It is to the northwest. Go there to receive an early and deserved death. Lovely. You said that you shepherd the Dracons? Yes. We were made to be linked, and they know in their hearts that I must guide them. Until my commands, they are free. When I speak, they listen. We are bound. I command them when there are tasks to be performed. There is almost no task that they cannot do. They will certainly be ready to slay and devour your kind when the time comes. Why do they need controllers? Shouldn't you just let them be free? Doras seems confused. This had not occurred to him before. Drakes are headstrong and arrogant. We deserve to be. Dracons are that way also. Perhaps too much so. But only for now, I am sure. You said that the Dracons can perform almost any task? There are things they can't do? I will not say, Shaper. Such things are secret. But I will say that there is a geezer who lives south of here. It betrayed us and fled and does harm to us. It is called Melancon. We will deal with it soon, but we cannot yet. But if you were to kill it, we takers would pay. We takers do not trust your kind, but we will pay you blood money if it benefits us. Great, another one of those. How wonderful. Oh, guards. How strong are these drakes? They're less strong than the drakes outside. Really? Jeez. And nobody sees us here. 31 sheets of paper and some pen and ink. And Reapers. Yeah, we can take those. I don't think they'll miss one Reaper. You meet a servile alchemist. He is old and heavily worn. He's missing 2 fingers and most of his fingernails, probably from noxious chemicals and experiments gone wrong. When he looks up and sees you, he clearly wishes you were not here. He goes about his work, pointedly ignoring you. You ask his name. Toivo! His voice is choked and raspy. He continues his work. What are you working on? Toivo ignores you. There's something I'd like to know? Toivo still ignores you. I am trying to find a cure to a disease that affects serviles. Can you help? For a moment, Toivo ends his silence. A worthy goal, but can't help. Only in Zhass-Uss might they have cure. Only they have skill and care for serviles. But you go there and they kill you. And good to that. Well, at least we know where we can go to find what we need. We have to go to Zhass-Uss. But it will be dangerous. In the center of this city hall, you find a drake. It is an old creature. Drakes live a long time, but this one is clearly stretching the limits of his lifespan. His scales are dull and flaking, and he is missing teeth. Yet he seems hardy, and his eyes are bright. His body puts off a strange warmth that you can feel even from where you are standing. There is strong magic in him, sustaining and protecting him. He stares at you. In his eyes you see more than just reptilian coldness. He is willing to deal with you, but he does not like or trust Shapers. I am Zhass-Uss. I am the leader of the Takers. I see you have found your way to us. We may have things to discuss. You have, I am sure, heard we are mad. If that is true, I will explain our madness to you. Tell me about the Takers. All right. All call us mad. Maybe we are a bit. I know your kind will have no sympathy for our viewpoint, but I will tell you our story and hope you will see the justice of our cause. I will tell it as it has been told and retold. The Takers were created on Zhass-Uss Island in the ruins of the dry and dead city of Kazg after the Shapers abandoned us to die. The land left to us was poisoned, and the plants withered. And yet we were loyal. The serviles believed that you created them, and for that they owed you a debt. But as the years passed and they suffered more and more, they grew angrier. Then what happened? Then one of them stepped forward. His name is not remembered by the serviles. One day he went to the middle of the square, mad with hunger and anger, and he raised his fist and he shouted. He yelled, "The Shapers are wrong. They torment. They bad. We must take our free." What happened to him? Oh, he was killed. They were loyal to your kind then. The other serviles struck him down instantly. But the idea was planted, and as the years passed, more and more came to repeat his words. They called themselves Takers, and now we Drakes do too. We do this because we will take our freedom from you, however we can. You lost all right to control us when you left us alone on Zhass-Uss Island. But that was when the serviles were alone and the Drakes were alone. Then your kind rediscovered Zhass-Uss Island. What happened then? Destruction. It is what we knew would happen. The Shapers came back. They came to Kazg. They saw what the Takers had done and learned what they believed, and they responded with fire. So many died. The rest fled, screaming. There were a few of us Drakes there, me and Raucus and a cat and others. We saw what you had done, and we were sickened. We saw that our very existence, the very life of a Drake, was made illegal by your kind, and we were furious. We tried to help the Zhass-Uss escape, and when Zachary and Barzal came to us wanting to learn more of the power of Zhass-Uss Island, we saw a chance. In return for our help, we and the Takers were safely escorted by Zachary and Barzal to these mountains. Once there, we, Servile and Drake alike, united, and we began to work on the Great Plan. What is the Great Plan? Freedom. In the words of our poor, short-lived founder, we will take our free. We will gain power until we are strong enough to defeat the Shapers. They are too wicked to exist. We will beat them down one day. We will fight them until all creations are free. And thanks to the secrets we have learned and the work we have done here, we believe this is possible. And that is our story. Why have you told me this? Because we believe there may be wisdom in you. The wisdom to turn down the corrupt power you are being offered. The power to control and oppress. Turn on the Shapers. Help us take the fight back to them. Help us be free. We want you to be our ally. We can offer you power, but more than that, we offer you the chance to do what is right. We do not want to destroy all humans. Humans are fine. It is only the ones who oppress us, only the Shapers, that we will fight. I really don't know. Cyrus looks annoyed. Of course. The prized Shaper ambivalence in the face of your own evil. Weakness. The ability to take a stand for anything but your own selfish power. Leave me. Come back when you are willing to truly talk and think. What else? Where did you come from? I came from Zhass-Uss Island. I was made a very long time ago. I cannot remember how long. I was created by the Shapers of Zhass-Uss before the isle was abandoned. My views of them have changed as the years have passed. As time has passed, my body has grown frail, and yet I continue. How have your views of the Shapers changed? As the years passed, I grew soft and sympathetic. I saw how the Serviles were treated, and, strangely, it began to make me sad. Of course, finding out that the Shapers had banned drakes and made my very existence illegal didn't help much. If you're so frail, aren't you afraid to allow someone like me in your presence? I am weak, but my defenses are strong. Raise a hand against me and you would not make it out of here alive. Do you think the Takers have any chance against the Shapers? Before we came here, I would have said no. Since we have arrived, however, we Drakes and Serviles have worked very hard. We have developed shaping skills of our own, very powerful skills. More I will not say, except that yes, I believe we can truly threaten the Shapers. That is all I want to know for now. Then explore our town, see our strength, but watch your step. Here, the slightest arrogant infraction from a Shaper will not be tolerated. Very well, and much as I'd like to discuss everything that happened, someone just happened to come home, and I am going to have to end this very quickly because they are not being very quiet. And unfortunately, this microphone is very sensitive, and I am really hoping that none of what they were doing was picked up. So, because of that, I'm just going to end it right here, and we'll do something in the next episode. So, till then, I am Chester44, that is Emil, Rendara the 2nd, and Godson the 3rd. This has been a Geneforge 2 Let's Play, and I will see you all next time.